Hi and welcome to a new video on my channel. Today I want to show you how to make embroidery on top of Tunisian simple stitches to embellish your Tunisian crochet project. In this case a hat with a teardrop motif. This is the inside. You can see it's very clean and quite thin and it looks awesome. So let's get started. For embroidery on Tunisian simple stitches, you need the base. In this case it will be a hat. You need some yarn for your embroidery. This is some chenille yarn. I hope it will work just fine. A tapestry needle through which the embroidery yarn will fit, and a pair of scissors. And of course you also need the pattern. And the pattern for this drop you'll find in the pattern for the hat. To begin, we thread the needle and then locate where the motif will go. In this case the motif has a middle axis and I will make it one row above the brim. So make sure you know where the beginning will be for this pattern. On the inside, lock the yarn by going back and forth 3 times. Then you bring the yarn to the front and now you can begin. So to make the cross stitches over the Tunisian crochet stitches, you need to be sure where you are going to insert your needle. For example, I am going above the horizontal lines here and to the left of the intersection. So these are the points where I will be inserting my needle. And this will create a square grid for my stitches. So like this, I come from the upper left corner, insert the needle in the lower right corner and come up. There are 3 stitches on this row, so I will make them first diagonals like this to the right and then I will come back. This is 1 stitch. Then we have 2 and 3. And to return, we go from the right upper corner to the left lower corner, using the same spots as before to insert the needle. At the end of the row, I don't come up with the needle in the same spot because on the next row I have to move left by 1 cross stitch. So I exit with the needle in the upper left corner of the next stitch to the left here. And now I have 5 stitches on this row, so there will be 5 diagonals and then 5 cross stitches when I return. Don't pull too tightly on the working yarn because you want these to be slightly loose. Again, at the end of the row, I go to the left by 1 stitch because there will be 7 cross stitches on the next row. At the end of the row, we return. And in this row we go up and just keep working like this until you are finished with your motif. When you're finished with the sewing, bring the yarn to the back and weave in the end. Of course you should also do this when the yarn is not enough. So when you run out of yarn, you weave in the end and start a new one, picking up where you left off. Then you cut off the excess and we're good to go. This is it. The coverage is not perfect, but that's normal if you use the same weight of yarn as you used for the base. If you have thicker yarn, go with that and then you will have better coverage. But I think it's good enough like this, and I love it that it's so soft because it's chenille yarn. It's so soft. So if you want to make one of these hats, please check out my previous video and the pattern, which I linked to in the description. And I hope that this tutorial has shown you how to make embroidery on Tunisian crochet simple stitch bases. You can use this with any cross stitch motif you have, and the end result is awesome. I love this so much. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. If you want to find out when I publish more videos, please subscribe, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!